Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the world of deep learning. Yeah, that's right. The technology that's behind everything from your phone's voice assistant to those creepy, realistic AI-generated faces online. But where did all this deep learning stuff come from? How did we go from basic math equations to AI beating world champions at Go? Let's take a journey through the wild history of deep learning. So, way back in the 1950s, a guy named Frank Rosenblatt had this idea for something called the Perceptron. Sounds fancy, right? Well, it was basically a simple machine that could classify things into two groups. People were like, whoa, is this thing gonna think like humans? But spoiler alert, it couldn't solve non-linear problems like recognizing a picture of a cat. So, no kitty selfies for this model. Yeah, it wasn't quite there yet. But the first step was made. Fast forward to the 1970s, Paul Werbos came up with the backpropagation algorithm. Don't worry, we won't get too technical. It's just a way for the model to learn from its mistakes, kind of like how we learn by getting roasted in the comments section. Okay, so here's the cold part, literally. In the 70s and 80s, there was a neural network winter. Why? Well, because computers were slow and neural networks weren't really useful yet. So people lost interest and turned their attention to other machine learning models. And in this corner, we've got support vector machines, knocking neural networks out of the game for a few rounds. But don't worry, neural networks made a comeback. Ready for the good part? Boom! In 1986, researchers like Geoffrey Hinton came to the rescue, bringing back the backpropagation algorithm and showing that deep neural networks could actually work. The crowd went wild. Well, the research crowd at least. This is where things started to get real. Neural networks were back in the game, but the real game changer was just around the corner. Enter LeNet, a neural network developed by Yann LeCun in the 90s. LeNet was one of the first to recognize handwritten digits, which was pretty cool. Imagine it like this. LeNet looked at numbers the way we look at Instagram posts, trying to recognize patterns. Yeah, it was kind of the OG influencer of image recognition. And this was the start of convolutional neural networks, CNNs for short. Then came the deep learning revolution. In 2012, we had a massive breakthrough, AlexNet. Not only did it crush the ImageNet competition, but it was powered by something new, GPUs. Thanks to AlexNet, suddenly, deep learning was on fire. It could recognize cats, dogs, even memes. The more data you gave it, the smarter it got. And we owe it to those graphics processing units, GPUs, that let deep learning speed up like crazy. Now imagine a world where two neural networks are in a constant battle. One is trying to create something real, and the other is trying to catch the fake. Sounds like a sci-fi movie, right? Nope. That's generative adversarial networks, or GANs, introduced by Ian Goodfellow in 2014. They're the reason we get super realistic AI-generated images today. Mind-blowing, right? And don't even get me started on AlphaGo. In 2016, it destroyed the world champion at Go, a game people thought was impossible for machines to master. DeepMind made history, showing the world just how powerful deep reinforcement learning could be. Then came the Transformers. No, not the robots. In 2017, the Transformer architecture revolutionized natural language processing. That's how we got models like GPT, BERT, and the ones that write stories, poems, and essays better than some humans. Yeah, AI is now writing novels. You gotta love it, or fear it. But hey, we're here for the tech. So, where's deep learning headed? It's already shaping fields like healthcare, autonomous driving, and creativity. The future's looking pretty amazing. And that's the wild ride through the history of deep learning, from basic math to machines that can dream. If you found this journey fun, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for more tech tales like this one. And as always, stay curious.